There are sharply conflicting opinions about the game FC26. While some see it as a step forward with substantial changes, a large portion of the audience considers it a recycled release that doesn't deserve its full price. This gap in reviews has raised the question, is the game worth buying or not? I'll give you 5 main reasons that justify the decision not to buy FC26. But before I start the video, please hit like and subscribe and leave us your opinion in the comments. In the world of FC26 and EA, skill alone is no longer enough. You also need a full wallet. The company completely changed the entire gameplay system. They meticulously changed all the competition rewards, from rival to foot champions, even squad battles, making all the valuable game packs completely untradeable, except 1 or 2 bags that are still tradable. So, as you play and put in effort, you'll find yourself needing to complete the objectives in the objectives section, which are extremely boring and require very long hours to accomplish, especially after they added a fly mode objective into the XB system. Let's assume you have a lot of free time. Your day is completely free, you don't have work or anything else to do. So you play 5 hours of rivals, 5 hours of squad battles, and the same for a foot champion. In the end, you'll find that you've collected some packs. These packs literally don't give you anything. All the packs are programmed to give you certain players, and it's very rare for you to get an impactful player. So, what do you have to do to get an impactful player? You have to go open packs from the store. You'll find a third problem we faced, which is that all the rewards you earned are untradeable, so you don't have any coins. You'll be forced to buy FC points to purchase packs that give you stronger players. So of course, this is a main reason not to buy the game in the first place and save yourself the trouble. And if you manage to get past the pay-to-win stage, you'll move on to another stage, which is the stage of patience. As usual, every year, EA doesn't release the game without technical issues at launch, and one of the most important problems that still exists, despite big promises that it would end, is the scripting issue. This problem is known among players as DDA, or Dynamic Difficulty Adjustment. Many content creators have shown us videos proving just how real this issue is. The game applies a certain script to the match. For example, the AI's behavior in defense does nothing and moves illogically, with defenders moving away from attackers, and when attacking, you notice the ball is lost in a very strange and frustrating way. Moreover, some people say that the DDA system serves a hidden purpose, which is pay to win. Meaning, if you paid for the game, it becomes hard for you to lose, because if you lose, you might not come back again. Let's move on to another point, which is the issue of input delay that always affects the experience and makes it a bad one. Some even argue that the game isn't worth buying because of it. This problem is directly related to server load. This indicates that the issue doesn't lie with the player's personal connection, but rather with the game's own infrastructure. And it gets much worse during times when there's a huge crowd of players, especially during big events like Team of the Year or Team of the Season, even weekly pod champions. These mistakes prove that the company focuses more on money than on the game itself, and that they can just release a new game and sell it. They haven't even changed the game engine up to now, which has remained the main obstacle, in my personal opinion, about the game ever since they started using it in 2017. And here we move on to our fourth point, which is the gameplay. One of their promises was that the gameplay was slow, so they said, we'll make the game faster. But the trick here is that they didn't actually make the game faster. They turned the game into a basketball game. A match could easily end 10-9, with goals being scored so easily that such a result isn't strange at all. This is partly due to the offensive nature of the game, because they failed to speed up the game in the usual way. So they weakened the defense to make it seem like the game is much faster than before. But on the other hand, the game gave up something very important, which is the enjoyable style of play. And literally, there is no longer any skill gap in the game. Anyone can now score goals in any match they play. Even if you're playing against a pro, you can score a goal very easily. There's no complexity to it, and this has made the tactical aspect of the game almost non-existent. Now, your only goal in the match isn't to maintain the score. No. Your only goal in the match has become just to score goals, nothing else. And if you do score goals, at the crucial moment the connection might drop, the gameplay could become extremely laggy, or the match might suddenly freeze and you get completely kicked out of ultimate mode. And this shows us that the company doesn't invest in the game's servers at all, and that the company only cares about profiting from the game without considering the players or the enjoyment of playing. As for the fifth reason, which is the most important one for me, it's that the game literally hasn't changed from the previous installment. The game is absolutely not worth its price. For example, if I were to say that I would pay for FC26, let's say we pay $20 for an upgrade, and people who didn't buy FC25 would pay $100. Why should I pay $100 again for FC25.1? This is more than enough reason to show us the company's greed and how extremely avaricious they are. In summary, the game is not worth buying. And the game is basically just an upgrade from FC25, not a new game. And that was today's video. I hope you liked the video. Please give it a like and subscribe. And leave me your opinion in the comments. And peace.